right, good morning, everyone. On behalf of Gurnick Academy's faculty and administration, I'd like to welcome you all to the Gurnick commencement ceremony. Today we'll be honoring graduates from both our ultrasound technology and also MRI technology programs. I'm Gina Miller, I'm the assistant director here, and I'm grateful to be here with you all today. So if you can help me in joining and congratulating our graduating class. Go ahead. Graduates, you can be seated. Welcome and congratulations to each of you. Today is a day of rejoicing. It marks the conclusion of your educational journey and signifies the culmination of all of your hard work and relentless pursuit of knowledge. Relentless you all have been. Both programs have not been easy by any means. I think you guys all can agree on that. And you couple that with a global pandemic, you can really understand the gravity of the accomplishment that each of you have made. So graduates, excuse me, walk taller today. Let the sun shine, and it's a nice sunny day. Let the sun shine a little bit brighter on your face. You guys all deserve it. I think I speak for everyone here today when I say we're extremely proud of you and your accomplishments, and we're definitely expecting great things from you in the future. And in the words of the great Dr. Seuss, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. And with that, I will invite up the program director for our ultrasound technology program, Mr. George Aguilera.
All right, I'm taking this off. We're 6 feet. We're okay. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I'd like to always start by saying this. I'd like to give a big thanks and welcome to all of our family members and significant others that are in the audience. None of these people would be sitting here today without you, and I know they know that. That's why you're here. So if we can give you a round of applause. All right, well, that's enough about you. This is about them. So I will say I've been with the UT program for about 3 years now. And of course, just like them coming into the UT program, I had to get into my stride. And every time I thought I had my footing, I would get challenged. And this group saw a huge amount of those challenges. And the reason I was just explaining to them was that I felt that the program itself, even though as hard as the program is, it's a very fast-paced program. It is a program that demands 100% of your attention and your time. They also had a pandemic to deal with. And not only did they have a pandemic, they had a pandemic that was doing a roller coaster on them. It was like, hey, it's bad. All right, it's getting better. Oh, it's getting bad again. And so we kept having these roller coasters up and down. And with that came emotion. I saw crying, yelling, screaming, anger, despair, and finally just accomplishment. And it was great. I knew it would come. In front of you, I see not only people that are graduating today, people that have fought for what they wanted, But at the beginning of the program, I asked each and every one of them to take a piece of paper out and write down the thing that they were fighting for. Why are you doing this? What is driving you? Everybody has a different drive, whether it be family, financial, a different way of life, a different career, whatever it is that drives them. And today, they can take that paper out and write accomplished down next to it. You finished. You did it. Congratulations. I am more than proud in each and every one of you. And I mean that, each and every one of you. I've seen you go through struggles. I've seen you go through ups and downs. But in the end, I knew you would make it. And here you are. And you're shining bright. I've never seen you guys shine so bright. I've honestly never even seen you in makeup, so this is amazing. But I'm going to ask you to do me a favor, okay? And this is what I need. You guys have the potential. You had the potential when you started the first day you got here. Some of you doubted that potential throughout, but you made it through the end. Now you have the potential to affect millions of people's lives. You have made it into a profession that you will touch millions of people's lives every day. You've already made your families proud. You've already made the school proud. And I hope you've made yourself proud. Now go out there and do some good. Go out there and help some people, okay? Go out there and make the right diagnosis. Go out there and be the best you can be, because I honestly see it in you. Some people kept telling me throughout this program, I hope I get to be as good as you one day. Oh my God, I don't know how you can find it that fast. I want to be just like you. Please don't be like me, okay? Don't. Be the best version of you that you can be, because I promise you'll surpass me 10 times over. You guys are winners. Today you're winners. Winners dominate losers, okay? That's the way life is. Let's just be honest. But legends dominate winners. And I see some legends right here in front of me. I do. And I want to keep seeing that. Please go out there, make your mark. If you need help, you need a question, anything like that, you are still part of this family. You still have my phone number. I'm not going to change it on your block you, I promise. Okay? Please reach out. Let me know what you need. Your family behind you has been there for you every step of the way. Thank them today. Show them today is the day you can show them, I did it. You guys got me a little choked up, just staring at you a little bit, knowing that I probably won't see a lot of you for quite a while until somebody asks me, which job should I take? Okay? So I want to say it to you one last time from the bottom of my heart. Let's get it. Let's go. Okay? Congratulations. Who am I introducing? So, the person I'm about to introduce, I can tell you right now, kept me on my toes every single step of the way. She has the energy of 10 people, okay, the intelligence of 20, okay, and the grace of 100. So I'd like to introduce our valedictorian, okay, Kathleen Barthams.
I didn't fall, so that's good. All right, so hello, family, friends, and graduates of class of 2021. I first wanted to start off by thanking every single person that supported and cheered us on through these past 2 years. So many sacrifices were made so we can live out our dream of being stenographers. So today is not just to celebrate us, graduates, it is to also celebrate the ones who stuck by our side and who put in the hard work right alongside of us. Our journey began right in the midst of a rising pandemic. Our first class was the dreaded ultrasound physics. This class was the first moment we all wondered what we got ourselves into. But this was not just any ultrasound physics. This was Tessa's virtual ultrasound physics. A class she had never done virtually, I might add. Being that her kitchen was the only place the Wi-Fi would work, we were blessed with the audio of her husband's daily cooking endeavors. Cabinets being slammed, utensils being thrown was the soundtrack behind Tessa's 8-hour lessons. The noise and distractions actually added a nice touch to the what is even happening constant narrative in our minds. But looking back, we now see that the chaos of her husband's perseverance to cook a 4-course meal, all while his wife struggled to explain attenuation to 25 confused students, was a beautiful preview to the ultrasound with the world of ultrasound. Although virtual learning wasn't the most ideal plan for us, we surely made it work. But not only did we just make it work, we turned this into a predicament into a team-building exercise. We gracefully took turns sharing the good old, "My mic isn't working," and "Sorry, my camera's broken" when called on. Some of us, of course, hogged the fib more than others, but I won't say any names. Jake. It was Jake. Oh, but how could I forget? The frantic, "George is on, turn on your cameras." That was my favorite. All jokes aside, I'm so proud of this class. These past 24 months were not easy. It not only taught us how to be sonographers, it taught us how to overcome battles and to pivot when things didn't go as planned. We were constantly on the edge of our seats, not knowing the next step of what tomorrow brings. But look at us now. We are officially diagnostic medical sonographers and proud members of the divas of the medical world, as George liked to say. And to end, I will leave you with some inspirational tea to make George proud. Looking back, you will realize the things you were once so worried about have fallen into place, that the things you once craved so deeply are now inevitable parts of your life, and the things you were once so scared of, you have now conquered. Today is a symbol that you are greater than you thought and braver than your fears. And please remember, success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you're doing, you will always be successful. So now, class of 2021, let's grab those gel bottles and let's get that money. Woo!
Apparently I need to rework the program. There was one thing that I promised you I would tell you, and it slipped my mind because honestly I already believe it, and so I need to tell you this. I asked you guys, and I told you one thing at the beginning of the program that I was very serious about. I told you that unless by the end of this program I felt that I could walk into an ER at 3 a.m. with my kid in my tow, with a stomach ache or whatever was going on, and they told me they had to get an ultrasound, and I saw you standing there, and I would feel confident that you could find the diagnosis effectively, efficiently, and with speed. And I said, until that point, I will not allow you to graduate my program. Do you all remember that? I would be happy for any of you to scan my child right now. And I want to thank you for all your hard work, okay? Please. Now, I will change what you said, grab those gel bottles, and let's help some people. Okay.
All right. Congratulations, Caitlin. Next, if you can please help me in welcoming the program director for our MRI technology program, Mr. Raj Kasmi.
There we go. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to take this off as well. Whew. Can breathe now a little bit better. I was told to prepare something because if I don't, I ramble. And one time you give a half-hour graduation speech and they say no more. So I came prepared this time. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It means a lot. It really, truly does. George choked up here, and it's understandable why. We go through this every year, every single year. Because we see our students, and I'm going off. Yeah. We see you here, we look at how far you've come. We remember the days when you were interviewing. We remember the days where we talked to you during orientations to boost you up, to prepare you for the challenges that you're gonna go through. We remember the days where you're struggling. You don't understand the concepts that we're talking about or the challenges that you're gonna face when coming into contact with patients. You guys especially you guys, and I'm talking to MR and ultrasound here, you faced more challenges than any of your previous peers. Your instructors don't know what you've gone through. I can honestly say that at this point, because you went through the program during a worldwide pandemic that's turning into an epidemic as we speak. And so you faced additional challenges that they don't fully comprehend. And I cannot say this enough. I am so, so proud of you guys for how far you've come dealing with the challenges that you've gone through. I don't know how you did it. I know that there were tears, there was anger, there was anguish, there was frustration, there was less traffic on the freeways, which was nice for those who commuted longer, but it was all worth it. And today you're sitting here proud, heads held high, and I couldn't be more proud to call you guys our graduates. Round of applause, everybody, for these students. During the interviews, I'm going to go back on script, so because otherwise I'm going to go on forever. During the interviews, we ask the students what their support system looks like. And they explain to us they're doing what they're doing because of family, because of friends, because they went through certain challenges, because they went through certain experiences that put them into contact with their chosen modality, MR or ultrasound. And the stories are always unique, but the reasons for why they do it never is. The reasons they always do it is because of their families. It's always, always, always because of their families. And we're always here for them to help them get through what they are going through, but we can never replace the kind words, the comfort that you, the families of our graduates, provide. And I want to just say right now from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being there for our students throughout their entire program. Please give yourself a round of applause. And graduates, please join me in that. And dear graduates, dear graduates, you're sitting here in front of us, you're here, you're graduating, and it's a very auspicious occasion. But this is not the end, but just really the beginning. The real learning process starts now. It really does start now. You're transitioning from full-time students to full-time job hunters. I know my students already have jobs, but that's beside the point. Yeah. I implore you, as you're going through your job hunting process, to take advantage of the college's services to help you in that process of career services. Once hired, you're going to feel like you know nothing. You're going to wonder how you could possibly be trusted to care for a patient. Squash that inner voice. Don't let into it. Do not let it get to you. As you come into work, as you accomplish your duties day by day, as you go through your patient schedules, something's going to happen. What's going to happen is that you're going to remember that training that you've received. You're going to remember that knowledge that you've gotten. You're going to remember the unique situations or the tweaking that you're going to have to do on your parameters to make a scan happen. Those sorts of things are going to slowly come back to you, and your confidence is going to slowly build. And you're going to feel amazing because you're going to realize that the hesitations you're feeling, the feelings that you're feeling, are not a representation of your skills. It's just a representation of the confidence you don't have yet. And that's okay. That confidence comes in steps. It comes in steps. As you're running to get the next patient, as you're going to take that next step to call the next patient in, that confidence will slowly build and you're going to get into your own workflow. You've already experienced that in your clinical training. It'll come back. It just feels scary because you don't have a safety net. But guess what? You do. You always do. We're always here. Like George, I promise not to change my phone number. As that confidence grows and that confidence grows, you're going to feel like rock stars. But I implore you, don't fall into that trap. Do not fall into that trap. Overconfidence has its own downsides. You've either seen it yourselves or you've experienced it yourself. I'm seeing some of you guys nod your heads already. Stay humble, practice humility, and take pride in your work. The first year of your job will be one of your worst years, but the following years will be some of the best years of your life. Don't stop learning, don't stop growing. As you continue to progress, as you get your own students, remember where you came from. Remember what you went through. Remember what you hoped you should have received on your first day, right? Yes? All right. So, with that said, gain some experience, come back and teach. Because teaching, honestly, is the most rewarding thing you'll ever do. Also, you guys are students of mine, so you guys already have a higher tier. But congratulations, class of 2021. Thank you so much. Please give a round of applause. The next speaker is a student of mine, and all I can say about this student is time and time again, I always thought that she was a really good representation of what an MRI student should be, what a good person should be, but also what a good MRI technologist should look like. So please join me in introducing Rocio Martin. Come on.
Hello, everyone. I know we all get nervous talking in front of people, and since my classmates didn't want to do it, I had to do it. Congratulations to all of us. We did it, and here we are receiving our diplomas. I know it was a hard road, and probably some of us felt like quitting at one point, because I did. But we stayed strong, and here we are. I want to thank all my family for the support, and as well as the instructors and my classmates. We couldn't have done it without all of them. I probably didn't graduate with honors, but for me, getting through this program, being a wife and a mother of 3 kids is more than graduating with honors. It's a big accomplishment in my life. Thank you again to my husband for all the support and my kids to be part with me, to be patient with me for not being able to spend time with them because of schoolwork. But we did it, and we all did it. I'm so proud of all of us, class of 2021, and we are ready to start a new chapter in our lives as MRI technologists. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rocio. So next we will start with presenting our diplomas. So I'm going to actually ask Mr. Raj Kazmi to come back to the stage. And if I can also ask the first row, our MRI graduates, to rise. And our first graduate is Rocio Martin. Our next graduate is also the class valedictorian, NICOLE NEWSOM. And next graduate, Syed Shah. And finally, our class salutatorian, Melissa Silva. Thank you, and MRI graduates, you can be seated. And if I could ask George Aguilera to the stage, please, and also have the first row or second row of ultrasound graduates, please rise. All right, our first ultrasound graduate, Sofia Alana Sanchez, and Sofia received high honors recognition. Our next graduate is also the class valedictorian, Caitlin Barthemus. Our next graduate is Bakshinder Bangle, and she received high honors recognition. Our next graduate is Annie Chuang, who also received high honors recognition. And our next graduate is Anne Marie Ginocchio, who received high honors recognition. All right, students, you can be seated. All right, in our third row, please rise. Our first graduate is Liubov Gergi, who received high honors recognition. Next is Jasmine Gill, who received honors recognition. Next, we have Nancy Heckman, who received high honors recognition. And our class salutatorian, Christine Leash. And then we have Marina Martinez, who also received high honors recognition. All right, third row can please be seated. And if I could ask the fourth row to please rise. All right, our first graduate, Cassia Mena, who received high honors recognition. Next, we have Stephanie Riggins, who received high honors recognition. Next, we have Sydney Surratt, who received high honors recognition. Next, we have Nancy Torlac, who received high honors recognition. And last but definitely not least, Angelina Xiong, who received honors recognition. Fourth row, you can be seated. In case you noticed a theme, all of our ultrasound students, graduates, received some sort of honors recognition, so congratulations to you all. All right, and to close our ceremony, if you could please help me in welcoming our campus director, Abraham Cicchetti.
All right, hello, good morning. You guys excited? All right. It has been a trying few years, to say the least. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed the world, and certainly families, communities, and nations were forced to rethink and to navigate through these unprecedented times. When you think, don't you say? Don't you do? Everything. But here we are consistently adjusting and readjusting. through what has been forever, but you graduates have been very resilient. As you know, the healthcare field was not exempt from this. In fact, some of you jumped in, and when things got really rough here in the last couple of years, you didn't ask a lot of questions, you didn't complain, you jumped in, you helped the frontline workers, and we're incredibly proud of you. So I commend you for that. If we can just commend them, please. But in all seriousness, your bravery and dedication was nothing short of heroic. And you definitely have our eternal gratitude. But finally, let me just permit me to say a couple of words of wisdom here. The first one is learn to embrace imperfection. Life is not always perfect. Like a road, there are many bends, twists, ups, and downs, but there's always beauty in it. The simplest but most precious gift you can give others is your time. Let me say that again. The simplest but most precious gift you can give others is your time. Because you're basically giving a portion of yourself, and once it's gone, it's gone. So be mindful where you spend your time. You did that for the last couple of years, and here you are. And the last piece of advice I would like to give before I close out the ceremony is, we live in a world of technology. It's everywhere. Your phones, social media, ultimately they become distractions after a while. But I challenge you all to put down your phones, put down this technology, and to quiet down those distractions and connect with your family, your friends, definitely your loved ones. Because once your time is up, your time is up. But what makes legends is the time that you give others, and they will always remember you for that. So with that said, graduates, please rise. So as campus director of Gurnick Sacramento campus, it is the recommendation of your faculty and staff that I hereby pronounce you graduates with all honors, rights, and privileges thereunto. Graduates, you may now move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations, class of 2021. Thank you.